TV begins now.
And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Full Velocity Racing Network live tonight at the USA International Speedway. Feels like Groundhog Day. We were here 1 week ago with the MD Designs 305 Sprint Car Series and brought to you by Mass Mafia Motorsports. And it comes to you tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Good evening, everybody. What is going on? Good. Phil LaCasse this year. Jack Chewins once again on the controls, awaiting to do a little bit of surgery on his PCs. This thing's going to get all torn apart in the rig when we're done here tonight. With a lot of stuff to get to and not a whole lot of time to get there. Great group of cars out here. Almost 40 cars in the pit area. 22 will start our main event. We got a lot of heat racing left to do. We'll get all to it here in just a moment. But before we get racing tonight, let's take this thing trackside. Dirty Grass Soul with the playing of tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, Dirty Grass Soul, the playing of our national anthem. Thank you to Charlie Milner at Milner Media Design for putting that video montage together for us as we get ready to lock and load. 3/4 mile USA International Speedway here is where we're calling home this evening with the MD Designs 305 Sprint Car Series. Yes, 305 Sprint Cars on asphalt. You are in the right spot here tonight. A group, a lot of these guys been up in the Northeast Midget Association run up here. Part of the series, Colin Penn and the gang, Wally Beatty doing the driver's meeting tonight. Did a fantastic job. Matt Dale, I don't know if you get him. The MD Designs, Mr. Matt, he does a great job, does great work. Thank these guys for all coming aboard. As we're waiting for qualifying here tonight, we're waiting for practice to click on over. And that countdown clock to green will expire onto triple zeros now, and I'll be able to tell you, I believe we're going to go 5 heat races. It's going to be 4 or 5. It was right on the borderline. See how many we populate to as this thing starts to talk to me. There we go. We're going to do 4 heat races tonight. 4 is going to be the final tally. Let's take a look at our 3D racing starting lineup for the first heat race of the evening. Lotto draw for these heats, so there'll be a whole lot of comers and goers, I am sure. And on the pole in this one with car number 43, that'll be Andrew Evans with the number 18 of Jeffrey Battle to the outside of the front row. In row number 2 with the 00, that'll be Alex Schlotz with Andrew Schlotz alongside with car number 25. Tony Quadros will start 5th. He is in car number 12 with the number 17 of Skeeter Bierce. The outside of that third row, the number 28 is Adam Dion. He will start in 7th with Landon Hathaway with the number 10 car, the outside of row number 4. 5th and final row, this one finds Matthew Seymour with the number 03 and Mike Henry in the number 15. That is going to be our 10 cars we're going to call for heat race number 1. Heat races will go 8 laps around. The top 3 will go off the main event. We will have, I believe, 2 LCQs this evening. We'll start 22 cars in the feature event. That I can definitely tell you for sure. These 22 cars, the feature event tonight, going to be 65 laps around. Caution flag laps will not count here this evening. So, see, could be a really good night. Could be some bumpy night. We'll wait and see what the drivers, how they're feeling, how the cars will react. We saw a good race here last week at USA and said they had some server issues last week. Some drivers wanted to run for points, were frozen out of the server. They had to fix the limit caps. They got that all set. So it was a complete redo, a mulligan. We'll start points paying out here tonight in Lakeland, Florida, as we were supposed to do 1 week ago. But I guess it's better late than never. 1 week delayed. We'll take it to you as we're going to get the lights out around the speedway. It's going to be Andrew Evans and Jeffrey Battle. That is going to be a very good battle. Tested front row right there as checking over, trying to get my YouTube chat to load here as well. So you're watching over a beautiful 1080 over on YouTube tonight, Full Velocity Racing Network. Do us a favor over there if you can. Like us, subscribe over there as well, because we'll be there all night long and try to follow this show the best we can through our Facebook chat, through the YouTube chat, and we'll try to keep interactive with you gentlemen and ladies watching all night long. We'll have a great time. And it is time to go racing here tonight with the network. Been already a busy day. We saw Todd out here a little while ago. It's been Bud Lies did a great job with the Summit All-Star Series. Todd's going to switch gears down to Speed Shift TV for the rest of the night. May join him over there later on, depending on what time of the hour it is we get done over here in USA this evening. But we go under the green flag. And it's going to be Andrew Evans and Jeffrey Battle. They'll be the first 2 cars to enter into turn number 1 and 2. The 18 going to get a big run on the outside lane. Battle will go to the race lead. Evans will drop back to 2, and he will be under a fire because the 28 car, 28 of Andrew Slats to the inside. He's trying to work it over his 2 slots in the second row. Andrew and I believe it was Andy or Andrew and Alex. Andrew and Alex. Make sure I got that right there. The 2 slots in the second row, but now it's Andrew in the number 25. Carlos makes stuff happen. He got wicked loose there through 3 and 4. Lost a couple of spots. We exit to number 4. Let's put lap number 2 of 8 on the scoreboard. And the race leader going to be Jeffrey Battle with the number 18. Andrew Battle, Adam Dion, Landon Hathaway, and Mike Henry going to be our top 5. We're down the back shooting at number 3 and 4. Cool to see these cars on pavement. I'll tell you what, been here the last couple of weeks and definitely a different field of seeing what we normally see a dirt car on the asphalt. Definitely a cool look, a cool vibe. And I'll tell you who's feeling cool right now was Jeffrey Battle with the number 18. He is out front. 1.4 seconds his advantage over Andrew Evans. Adam Dion, the number 28. He is holding on to the final transfer. Landon Hathaway right there, the number 15. Michael Henry trying to work over the outside lane. We know Mike Henry knows how to get around as well. 10 car to the bottom. That is Hathaway. And he will look for the 3rd spot over in turn number 1. 28 car up high. Gets a little tad bit squirrely. That'll open the door. Put the 10 car. Landon Hathaway up to his transfer spot. Now it's going to leave a 28 car of Slats to fight with the number 12 of Tony Quadros. Tony did a good job here early on. He will jump his way into the 4th spot and maybe into a transfer by the time this one is over. Let's race for 2nd over in turn number 1. Evans going to come under fire from Hathaway in the number 10. Landon has that car digging. Is making it happen here in heat race number 1 with now 5 laps complete. We are going to be 6 in. We're going to have 2 laps remaining this time off to number 4. And the race leader, Jeffrey Battle, he has just kind of sailed away from these gentlemen out there racing 2.6 seconds around over Landon Hathaway. Andrew Evans back there in 3rd. Andrew's got company from Mike Henry in the number 15. Mike definitely fast. We got 1 car around off the exit of turn number 2. We may stay green in the heat races there. That 1 car went around, but Michael Henry now. Mike Henry in the 3rd spot, the number 15. He bumps his way into the show currently as we now put the white flag over the speedway. Already half lap to go. We got the 18 car. He is sailing around this joint tonight. I'll tell you what, he is in turn number 3 and 4 on the final lap. And Jeffrey Battle going to win this one, going away with car number 18. He'll take down the win. 2nd will go to Landon Hathaway, 2.5 seconds off his pace. 3.2 back to Mike Henry. Michael grabbed the final transfer spot. Andrew Evans, Adam Dion, Matthew Seymour, Skeeter Bierce, Tony Quadros, Andrew Slats, Alex Slats will go off into our LCQ. So I think that one's going to tell the story of the night right there. That was a good race. These cars are really hooked up. They had an extra week of practice and I think we're going to be in for one dandy of a show here tonight on the Full Velocity Racing Network as we get ready to rock and roll with heat race number 2. And on the pole with the number 60 car, that'll be Brandon Tizzy with the number 31, Ben Gilcrease to the outside. In row number 2, it's going to be Ryan Locke with car number 38. Adam Taylor is number 37 to the outside of row number 2. Andrew Lunt will start 5th this evening. He is slated to be in car number 32 with the number 40 of Rob Higgins flanking him on the outside of row number 3. William Chester III will start 7th with car number 41. Reginald Bilek with number 42 will start in 8th. Ninth starter will be J.J. Haynes aboard the number 36. And the 238, the bug, Anthony Marvuglio. He's going to start tail and Charlie, the 238. We know he was quick. He was on the podium here last week. I bet we'll see with 238. He'll be good here tonight for sure. Keep an eye on him as he will start in position number 10. How is everybody doing out there? Let's check it over to the Facebook Live and see our buddy Eric Tupper. Yeah, I got to get a hold of you, Tup. I have to hook you up with these gentlemen here. Look them up in iRacing, MT Designs, 305 Sprint Cars. Get a hold of Colin Penn. He will take good care of you. He's a good dude. Great guys over here. Hope, yeah, we'll get Tupper out here for sure. You know, the Northeastern bred guys like him and Mr. Rolls out over there. They figure out how to do this, but definitely saw Rolls out there. Cody McKnight's out there. Good, our buddy C-Mac. I was talking to Cody last night. Hope he's doing well. What's got there? Brett Mahalski. Brett Mahalski out there. Good to see Brett out there watching us this evening. So cool the vibe. Keep the chats flowing all night long. We'll do the best we can to monitor in between the races, and maybe under a yellow flag we'll do interaction if we can, but it's going to be a great night as we are off to number 4. We've got the iRacingIFlag.com green flag up in the air. Let's go to it. 8 more laps around the 3/4 mile. Lakeland, Florida here tonight. Brandon Tizzy going to lead Ben Gilcrease off the exit of turn number 2, and I am watching already the number 38 car of Ryan Locke as he was quick here last week as well. That 38 car, I'm expecting good things out of the 38 car. Andrew Lunt, he's up to the 4th spot already. With number 32, Rob Higgins going to be our top 5 as we flash by the start-finish line. Let's complete lap number 1. It's going to be Brandon Tizzy leading the way of Ryan Locke. Gilcrease, the 31 car, back to 3rd, but he has company already because Marvuglio from the back, he is a rocket. He's going to look for a transfer. He gets the chance to over in turn number 3 as we exit turn number 4. We put 2 laps complete, and Ben Gilcrease, the 31 car, well, he's the guy on the bubble right now, and he's got the 238 car down about 2 car lengths off the exit of turn number 2 and approaching into the 3rd turn, and going to stay that even 2 car lengths, but Anthony will drive it in really low, keep it low on a low line, and let it wash up. Good rate of speed of that car. But he will run 4th. Brandon Tizzy is up front. 7/10 of a second, the race lead into turn number 1 and 2 of Ryan Locke. Ben Gilcrease in for 3rd. Anthony Marvuglio running in the 4th spot. J.J. Haynes in the 36. He came from the back row as well. J.J. into the top 5, but the race is for 3rd. The bug is trying to make it happen. For the 238, he looked up high and to fall back in line. Doesn't take a shot back to the low side of 1 and 2. I mean, he is right there. He's obviously faster, but we always say catching a guy is one thing, passing him is another. We'll have to wait and see. Can Gilcrease hold on till his 3rd and final transfer in turns number 3 and 4? The race leader is the number 60 car of Brandon Tizzy, Ryan Locke. Those 2 have checked away in this race for the 3rd spot. Gilcrease, Marvuglio is there. A little bit of a gap now. 1.2 seconds back to J.J. Haynes as we are I can't even say door to door. We're wheel to wheel for the 3rd spot over into number 3. Anthony putting the car down low. See if he'll wash up the hill. He'll take the spot away. Marvuglio now going to move into a transfer spot as we complete lap number 6. We got 2 laps remaining. And it is Brandon Tizzy leading the way with that number 60 car down the back chute, and he is already heading toward turn number 3. Ryan Locke in for 2, Marvuglio. That's 3 really good cars. They may transfer their way out of heat race number 2 as we exit turn number 4. The white flag in the air. One more trip around for the driver of the 60. Brandon Tizzy as he exits turn number 2. Ryan Locke there 1 second back. Marvuglio 1.7 is off the race pace as we're in 3 and 4. We'll put the checkered flag out this time around. Brandon Tizzy will take this one flag to flag. Checkers go in the air. Give it to Tizzy in car number 60. Ryan Locke in for 2nd. Marvuglio in for 3rd. Sending Ben Gilcrease, J.J. Haynes, Reggie Balick, William Chester, Andrew Lunt, Rob Higgins. Those drivers will be going off into our LCQs. And I'll follow us with 2 heat races in the books. And how are everybody doing out there live Facebook Live and the YouTube chat side of things. How is everything looking out there? We've been certainly, working on this PC for sure. New video card went in last week, and I think that helped mildly. I heard it's pretty hot in the tower in there still, so we've got new hardware getting ready to go in that rig here tonight. So any kind of stutter at all, we are definitely aware if it is. We are working on it. We are proactive on it. We're not going to be content with it, and it will be back up here, this PC anyway, but Jack will be up in the next day or so, and we're ready to lock and load and fire for bears. Jack always puts out probably the best looking of our stuff here we do on the network. He is our ace. He is the guy who makes this ship roll. We just try to make it rock. It's time to do that now with Heat Race number 3 as it's taking itself into center stage around this 3/4 mile. Let's take a look at our 3D Racing starting lineup. On the pole with the number 20, that is William Crawford, where Brandon Igo alongside with board car number 45. In the second row, Tommy Carberry with car number 23. Matt Dale out there this week in the 107. He will start on the outside of run number 2. In the third row, Austin 9, the number 97. Michael Fenstermaker. Fenstermaker, number 34. He will start position number 6. Seventh starter will be Casey Dredziat. That's a good one. Casey J with car number 5. Connor Gross with the number 14 alongside. Steve Stout with the number 30 will start in position number 9 with Austin Carter in the number 22 running out our 10-car field. If anybody out there can save me out there watching on Facebook or YouTube, help me out with Casey J. That's a tough name, and I'm going to probably slaughter it 10 times before I get it right. Give it to me a few times, and maybe we'll get it into memory bank, and I won't slaughter it, but I'll take a chance on it. So it's like Jed Zechek. I don't know if the R is silent. Yeah, somebody help me out. I'm probably killing that one. Let's go kill it here in Heat Race number 3. What do you say? Green flag going in the air. William Crawford, Brandon Igo will hit the loud pedals down, and we'll go to turn number 1 and 2. Keep an eye on Tommy Carberry. He was out here last week on the podium at USA. He was definitely quick. I'm certain for sure we will see him all night long do something good as we are in turn number 3 already. Tommy Carberry rocketing around the inside with car number 23. Let's complete lap number 1. The race leader is going to be Carberry's 23 car over Crawford, Brandon Igo, Austin 9, the 97, Matt Dale. That's going to be our top 5 as we exit turn number 2. Let's race down the back chute. Carberry is there and already starting to pull away there. 3 car lengths, called it more off turn number 4. He is leading over now. Brandon Igo, number 45 car. Brandon up to second, dropping now. Crawford back to the 5th spot as Austin Nye is around him for 3rd. Matt Dale up to the 4th spot in the 107. And we think back when we saw these 305s at Thompson, about 3-4 weeks ago now, when he was a winner in victory lane at Thompson. I guess a similar racetrack, but this one's a little bit flatter than Thompson is, but almost equal in length, 5/8 versus 3/4 mile. So I wonder if we're gonna see if that 107 car maybe game there tonight. Is Matt currently running in the 3rd spot. He's around Austin Nye. And we are going to put 4 laps in the board this time by. Cross flags will go down for Heat Race number 3. And the race leader is Tommy Carberry. Car number 23, but Igo in the 45 is beginning to run him down. Brandon doing a good job tonight in the 45. Saw him have an issue a week ago here. I think he missed a feature event. Wrecked out in a qualifying race. Certainly tough for the 45 car, but doing all the right things tonight. Leading the way is Tommy Carberry. Matt Dale in there for the 3rd spot. Austin Nye. Casey J running in the 5th spot with car number 5, and that's a good run for the 5 car. 5 and P5 off the exit of turn number 2, and so far so good. William Crawford, he started on the pole with the number 20 car. He is dropped back to the 6th spot and running out of time in this one because only the top 3 go off into the main event as we got 2 laps remaining, 2 sticks down, 2 more trips around for the driver of car number 23. Tommy Carberry going to lead Brandon Igo off of turn number 2. Matt Dale in the 3rd spot over Austin Nye. No pressure behind there. As far as the transfer spot goes, let's put the white silk in the air this time around. White flag goes over the 23 car of Tommy Carberry, flashes on by with about 6 or 7 car lengths the advantage between himself, Brandon Igo, Igo, the number 45, Matt Dale in the 107, currently running nose to tail. They will run 3, and it looks like that's how they will come across the line on a turn number 4, put the checkers in the air, give Tommy Carberry the win in Heat Race number 3. Brandon Igo for 2nd, Matt Dale 3rd, Austin Nye, Casey J, William Crawford, Austin Carter, Mike Festenmaker, Steve Stout, Those cars will be Tanner and Connor Gross. Those cars will be off into our LCQ. So 3 heat races complete. So far, so good. Having a good time here. Hope you are all as well. Appreciate all the support we get to the Full Velocity Racing Network, whether we go out there on a Facebook Live exclusive or like tonight, where we are out all over the place with Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch TV, rocking and rolling. And appreciate all the love these guys are giving us. The MD Designs, Matt Dale and the gang at MD Designs do an awesome job. They put some good wraps together. We're seeing them here on display here tonight. Also going to thank the gang over at Mass Mafia Motorsports. They are in the house here this evening as well. So thank those 2 sponsors for being a part of this one here. But we're going to look here for the lineup for heat race number 4. It was slated to have Daniel Blau on the pole with car number 26, but he is not going to make the call. May slide Corey Cleary with number 64 up to the pole. Richie Hartman's scheduled to go next with car number 39 with Wally Beatty and the number 75. Scheduled on the outside of number 2. Justin Kabahata with the number 24 will start 5th with Blake Tepenet with the number 21 car rolling off 6. Neil Allison, he was quick here last week. 95 car will start 7th with James Santamaria, the number 99 starting off position number 8. 9th and final starter will be the number 52 of Colin Penn. We called for 9. I have a feeling I only see 8 of them out there. Called for 10. I got called. I got called for 9. But I thought you had an extra car. Like, how did you get an extra car and I didn't? We've seen stranger things happen, but I usually have extra cars than you do. Okay. Yes, you do. Yeah, the power plant is ready to be. That thing is ready to be stripped to the gills. New board, new processor, video cards a week old. We're gonna throw it in there. Got a bunch of memory stick in there. The PC is ready to be built. Just have to. I think Jack is just busting at the seams. He's been waiting all day. Rushed home from work. Didn't want a chance not being able to make this one here tonight. Want to make sure we fulfilled our commitments to Lee's gang as we were here last week as well. We promised them a whole season if they'll have us, and we exit to number 4. Let's go under the iRacingIFlag.com. Green flag is going to be Richie Hartman to lead the way with car number 39. Him and Corey Cleary be the first 2 over to number 1. Wally Beatty already the 75 car put him up to 3rd, and was watching a little bit of Wally in practice. He was pretty good, but we are can't say door to door in these things. Wheel to wheel. I hope they have a door on them. Wheel to wheel off turn number 3 and 4 for the 2nd spot. Corey Cleary will lead at lap number 1. Wally Beatty now up to 2nd. Richie Hartman to 3rd, but here comes Neil Allison. Him and Colin Penn, they started near the back, and those 2 drivers was coming up through the field. Is somebody around off of 2? Okay, so somebody stopped, clicked off a car for a second, and all of a sudden somebody just come to a standstill off the backstretch. So, okay, that scared me for a minute. Thought I was losing my mind for a second there. We've been known to do that before, but Corey Cleary lead the way. Wally Beatty in for 2nd. Now it's Neil Allison up to the 3rd spot. I believe that was Richie Hartman who hit the brakes and pulled on over, let these faster cars go on around, and they were starting to put the stuff together over here off of turn number 4. Let's complete 3 laps of 8. Corey Cleary going to lead the way at the line, but it's not by much. Less than 0.2 of a second between himself and Wally Beatty in the 75. Let's keep tabs on that race for the lead now as we get to turn number 3 and 4, and 75 is right there. 1 slip up on the 64 car of Cleary, and Wally Beatty will be our new race leader off of turn number 4, but not there yet. He's going to peek to the low side, but he is going to go to the low side over to 1. We got a race for the lead. We got halfway home. Wally Beatty going to take to the low side, give Wally's 75 car up to the race lead. Corey Cleary back for 2. Let's see if Corey has a little high-low switch, or is he going to be content to ride in line? He may want to ride in line, because looking right behind him, Neil Allison is there, Colin Penn is there, James Santamaria, the 99 car, they are all there, nose to tail, top 5. Got a good one heating up here for heat race number 4, the final one of the night, and already in the turn number 3 and 4. I see the starter sticking those 2 sticks up to the sky. That means it's going to be 2 sticks down, 2 more trips around for the driver of car number 75, Wally Beatty. Now Neil Allison up to the 2nd spot. He brought Colin Penn with him, so Corey Cleary dreams of transferring out of the heat races may have to send him into an LCQ as we run nose to tail into turn number 3 and 4. 64 fell back in line there. 4 cars have broken away up front, and now the white flag goes on around the speedway. 1 more trip around for the driver of car number 75, Wally Beatty. Does Neil Allison, now our new 2nd place contender, is he going to make a move for the win over 3 and 4? He is right there. Wally keeps that car glued to the low side. He will hit the throttle down. Checkered flag goes in the air, 75. Wally Beatty picking up the win over Neil Allison. Colin Penn will go to the A main. Corey Cleary, James Santa Maria, Blake DePinnett. Going to be on the list of names that'll join us over in the consolation events there is. Everything just kind of jumps off as far as my timing and scoring goes. Here to the Jacks 2. We get ready to roll for our LCQ. We're going to have one LCQ here tonight. It's going to go 10 laps around the top 10. We'll go off into the main event, taking 10. So 22, that's the way they promised. That's what's going to start the main event. Let's take a look at our 3D Racing starting lineup for the LCQ. On the pole with the number 43 will be Andrew Evans, with the number 31, Ben Gilcrease to his outside. In row number 2, we find Austin Nye with the number 97, Corey Cleary, the number 64. Our third row sees the number 28 of Adam Dion with J.J. Haynes alongside in car number 36. Casey J will start 7th at number 5 with James Santa Maria alongside with the number 99. Matthew Seymour, he will start 9th in the number 03 and alongside Reggie Balick with car number 42 starting out in our top 10. The 20 of William Crawford, he will roll 11th with Blake DePinnett, number 21, alongside of him. Our 7th row will find Skeeter Vierce with the number 17, William Chester III. In the number 41, Austin Carter. Justin Kawahata's number 24 will start 16th, 17th starter. Tony Quattros in board car number 12 with Andrew Lunt alongside of him. Number 34, Richie Hartman's number 39, scheduled to start 20th. Andrew Slatz, Rob Higgins, Steve Stout, David Blau, Alex Slatz, Adam Taylor, Connor Gross. Got it for 27 cars in the LCQ. That's going to be a lot of racing. Top 10 will go off into the main event. And a lot of cars didn't show up there. And what is going on? I think I have an issue here. Am I still with you, Jack? I have lost my transmission into the server. And I have to effort that real quick, so I'm going to have to let you show the pictures here for a second. You have to mute me, but I need to get my sim all back reloaded because I just got that dreaded network error 2 weeks in a row. It's happened to me coming right to the LCQ. So let me... All right, I am back with you. I apologize for that right there. I was with you here and communicating the whole time, but I lost my transmission to the server. Lost sight of the USA International Speedway, but I am back there now, and we are working in the LCQ. We're going to go 10 laps around. We're already going to put 4 laps in the book this time off of turn number 4 as I catch the field off the exit at turn number 2. Austin Nye leading the way over Ben Gilcrease, Corey Cleary, J.J. Haynes, Casey J. Going to be our top 5 over Adam Dion, Reggie Balick, Matt Seymour, William Crawford. In the bubble car right now is Blake DePinnett with the number 21 car. He will ride 10th. I don't think we got all 20-something cars to the grid. I think we got 22 out there. a shorter field, and I thought something was going south when I all of a sudden was seeing the blip cam, and that was not good. But we're good now. We're going to be here the rest of the night. I promise you. Granted, the iRacing gods are smiling on me. No, this game is simulation has been overloaded lately, and that's been a lot of people having connection woes, just like I did right there, dropping right out. But so far, so good. It's called the race for the lead up here. Austin Nye leading the way, but Ben Gilcrease, the 31 car, he is right there knocking on the door. Thought that time through 3 and 4, we may have a change for the lead. That 97 car kept that loud pedal digging. He leads the way off of number 2. Gilcrease back in the second spot with number 31 car, Corey Cleary, Casey J, JJ Haynes on the top 5. Adam Dion, Reggie Balick, Matt Seymour, William Crawford, Blake DePinnick is still holding on to the final transfer spot, but he's holding it by fingernails. Skeeter Pierce is there. Justin Kawahara is there. Right behind him, Andrew Lunt, 32 car. He is stalking as well. Andrew was a guy with a lot of speed here a few weeks ago. Pretty surprised to see him outside of a transfer spot at this moment. Off to number 4 this time by White Silk going up in the air. One more trip around this 3/4 mile for the driver of car number 97. Austin Nye will lead Ben Gilcrease off the exit of number 2. Corey Cleary, this so far good to number 64 as we stay single file through the back straightaway and into turn number 3 and 4. And for the final time around, the checker in the LCQ will go to the driver of number 97, Austin Nye, with Ben Gilcrease, Corey Cleary, Casey J, JJ Haynes, Adam Dion, Reggie Balick, Matt Seymour, William Crawford, and Blake DePinnick. They will hold on. Those 10 cars will transfer in. The Skeeter Pierce Machine, Tony Quadros, Andrew Lunt, Justin Kawahara, Andrew Slatz, Rob Higgins, Connor Gross, Austin Carter, Alex Schlatt. Those cars all going to be done for the night as they disappear off of my screen. It means it is time to move forward with our 65-lap main event. Now that I'm all in, let me get my cameras all back situated. We'll call the starting lineup. 65 laps. Caution laps will not count here live tonight, USA. So give me, I have to mute me, Jack. Give me 10 seconds. Not even. All right, I asked for 10. I got 6. That's okay, though. But I just need to wet the whistle there. Keep hydrated. That's what you got to do when you do a job like we do. Use our voice to communicate and tell a great story. And we are seeing one here tonight in Lakeland, Florida. On the pole, our 3D Racing starting lineup. Car number 18 will be Jeffrey Battle with the number 60 alongside of Brandon Tizzy. In row number 2 with the number 23 will be Tommy Carberry, the number 75 of Wally Beatty. To the outside of row number 2. In row 3, the number 10 is Landon Hathaway with Ryan Lux, number 38. To the outside of our 3rd row, Brandon Igo with the 45. Neil Allison's number 95. That'll be our first 4 rows with Mike Henry's number 15. Anthony Marbuglio's number 238. Starting off position number 10, 11 starter Matt Dale with the 107. Colin Penn in the number 52 car. A strong row number 6. Row 7, we find our LCQ drivers, Austin Nye, number 97, Ben Gilcrease, the 31, Corey Cleary, 64, the 5 of Casey J, JJ Haynes, the 36, Reggie Balick, number 42, Adam Dion's 28 car, the 03 of Matthew Seymour, William Crawford's number 20, and Blake DePinnick, number 21. 22 cars ready to go for battle. 21, okay, Jack says 21. They call for 22. No KCJ. Maybe I offended KCJ by getting a name right. That's a tough one, man. Somebody want to shoot me a message through the Full Velocity Facebook, whatever you got to do. Somebody help me with KCJ's name if you know, because that's tongue twister. I don't want to even screw that one up. But looks like Casey not going to join the main event. Looks like on the way back in. So we'll see if the 5 car repopulates. So we are stacked. We are packed. We are ready for 65 laps around. iRacingIFlag.com. Green flag up in the air. Let's go racing this time. 65 laps around. Jeffrey Battle was super strong in his heat race. Car number 18 will lead the way after number 2. And already we have them stacked up in turns number 1 and 2. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the racetrack. First yellow flag of the night. Lap number 1. Opening lap slows us on down. Team Hart Motorsports yellow number 1 of the evening. Allows us to go back and take a look, see if there is one to take a look at for our Full Velocity Racing Network instant replays Brought to you by our friends over at jmaxstrong.com. Check out Jonathan's journeys today. He hope you will. Check out the story of Jonathan recovering from a stroke. Gone through a lot. Great people. Thank Tim Cummings at CCM Custom Designs and Engraving for bringing them to our attention as well. Yeah, so I see there was a parking lot on 1 and 2. I just don't want to call the wrong car. There was a lot going on over there. Yeah, it was definitely a 31. If Ben Gilcrease was around, I think the 42 got a piece. Austin Nice, 37. Yeah, 31 get the worst end. 31 for sure, as I see the replay coming back here on my feed. That is definitely, looks like J.J. Haynes also may have got a piece of that, the 36. So it looks like he's going to go to the rear. Yes, indeed, J.J. Haynes, who he scored to the rear. So we are 1 lap in of 65, and I'm expecting to see a lot of green flag racing out there. I see Hudson Bennett out there rooting on for Seymour. That is cool. Matt Seymour is a good dude for sure out there in car number 03. Thanks for checking in, Hudson. Keep the chat alive all night long. I see Tyler Vickery out there as well. Love seeing the Facebook Live channel lighting up. I don't know how many are watching over on YouTube. I did check over there and did see a couple of watchers, but chat for sure definitely quiet. So kind of stay here to the Facebook Live side of things. I would say busy Monday night. There's a lot of racing going on out there in the sim racing world and a lot of races out there being broadcast. We're glad you guys have tuned in to join us here live with Full Velocity tonight as we head here. We're USA International, MD Designs, Matt Dale Designs. Matt does a great job with his wraps. Great series here at 305 Sprint Cars. We'll be here the next 10 races. First one of 10 points paying races tonight. We'll have the whole season, hopefully. Well, hopefully we'll do a good enough job. They'll let us stay around because we'll enjoy doing these cars for sure. Good people. Of coming out here to Monday night and doing what we do is seeing a couple of cars coming down the pit lane under yellow, and this may be developing here because you think back to last week, fuel was definitely an issue here. These cars cannot make 65 laps on the little tank of fuel these cars will hold, so they will have to come to pit road at some point in the course of this race. Now, I do not believe there's going to be a competition yellow. I think anytime you have a chance to come to pit road like this one, stuff that thing full of fuel, that could be a money thing to do. So we'll see a couple of cars come down to the pit lane. Top off for sure is especially by timing and scoring into work here. Under the yellow flags, only thing iRacing hasn't fixed for us yet as far as what we do here with the timing and scoring. Under the yellow flag with the caution flag, laps do not count. Freezes the field from the completion from the last scoring loops. It's tough to tell sometimes who is running where, going to click around and get all kind of lost and don't want to lose tabs of what is going on. So the lights are going to go out this time by the go signal given. So with 1 lap complete, we will go back to racing. Jeffrey Battle going to lead over Brandon Tizzy, Tommy Carberry, Wally D, Landon Hathaway, Ryan Locke, Brandon Igo, Neil Allison, Mike Henry, and Anthony Marvuglio, the bug running in the top 10. I do think I heard the words competition yellow is going to come out around halfway. Think I can confirm that now if they can hear me in the chat. Wait and see. I think I just heard Colin say that it's going to be a competition yellow halfway, so we keep tabs on that for sure. Tough to tell sometimes with the traffic and the drivers talking back and forth, but we'll try to do the best we can. With one voice in the house tonight, Jack doing a terrific job on the controls as he always does. We got iRacing, Sky Flag, Green Flag Racing up in the air. Jeffrey Battle going to lead with number 1 and 2, but we are stacked up again. We have our second yellow flag in the main event on lap number 2, so this one's got some hiccups out of the gate for sure. And we will slow it on down. Looks like Colin Penn with 52. Something, that doesn't look right. Something happened to the 52 car of Colin Penn. Something looked like it just completely snapped. Oh, the story is there. Colin's car just stopped. That's the story for our second yellow flag of the night. We're under the yellow flag. We'll pause here under the caution. We'll ride around under yellow, enjoy some of the sights and sounds. We'll catch a sip of drink. We'll call the start of the restart on your source for esports racing. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. All right, we are ready to go for a restart. That was a long yellow flag, I'll tell you what, another yellow flag. 2 laps in, 65 tonight. MD Designs, 305 Sprint Cars on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Well, the action has been hot here in Lake of Florida all night long, but see back here, I know Jack is on PC. I don't know if that thing's smoking quite yet. I know that thing is certainly ready to bite the dust. We're hopefully he's going to stick with us all night long. Jeffrey Battle going to lead Brandon Igo. Brandon Tizzy, Mike Henry, Landon Hathaway going to be our top 5 as we exit now turn number 2, and I'm stuck in the middle of the pack. I was in Tommy Carberry's car, and something was going on wicked around his car. I saw Austin Nye and Ryan Locke dive almost into the grass of turn number 2, and I think I kind of figured out there was something going on back there because we were a 3rd yellow flag of the main event. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the speedway. I believe the 97 car had some issues off the exit of turn number 2. Austin Nye, I believe, is going to be the action car in this one. 3rd full velocity yellow of the night. Instant replay will be queued up and brought to you by Jack down to the booth. Check out jmaxstrong.com as we headed over to turn number 1. What the heck happened? I saw that I was in a 23 car. And it all broke around him. I think it was a 97 car that went around, and I couldn't tell if it was by himself or something in his car just broke, or Jack will tell me the story. He's going to find it, and he will show it off. The Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay is our 3rd yellow flag of the night, and so there's nothing really to show because the 97 car looks like it just kind of broke and pulled off, and we're efforting the replay. All right, yellow flag for the 3rd tonight, lap number 4. We'll slow it on down again. Hopefully we'll get a quick yellow flag on this and we'll come back for the call. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. Stick with us on the Full Velocity Racing Network. All right, getting ready to go for the restart here. The Full Velocity Racing Network is having an off conversation here on the side with Mr. Jack, and even Jeff Brown, my Racing Eye flag, dropped in to say hello. So we're just talking there off the air as we ride around into yellow. Jack, how's that CPU temperature doing on? I know that thing is holding on for dear life.
It's about 98 degrees Celsius right now.
Yeah, that's burning away. We apologize for the stream maybe being delaying a little bit. A lot of these guys 2 weeks in a row, it's crept up on us. Thought we had this thing fixed with the video processor, but nope, it's going to need a whole new reboot. The stack of parts is sitting alongside Jack, and he is ready. Dive in when we can at the end of this one as we go under the iRacingGuyFlag.com green flag. Jeffrey Battle going to lead the way over Mike Henry, Matt Dale, Neil Allison, Reggie Bailick going to be scored in the top 5. Let's exit to number 4. The scoring is all correct off the corner. No Battle for sure leading the way with number 18. He has been quick all night long. Dial, Henry, Bailick, Allison, that's going to be the top 5. Looking around, we saw a lot of the drivers come on the pit road under that recent caution flag. Brandon Tizzy came in, J.J. Haynes, Brandon Igo, Adam Dion was in, Ryan Locke was in, Mark Buglio was in. All these guys, knowing that fuel was going to be an issue here tonight, they pitted in early in our third yellow flag of the event. Now 7 laps in, but back under the green, and we got racing going on in a new race leader. Has emerged, I believe Carter 107 has rocketed his way to the lead. Up around Jeffrey Battle's exit to number 4. And you said it. Jeffrey Battle was leading. He got squirrely, almost spun around, running back in 20th. Now the yellow flag does indeed fly around the U.S. International Speedway. Now 4th caution flag of the night. 8 laps going up on the scoreboard. Having some speed bumps, getting this one sorted in here tonight, getting the groove. And we saw some good heat races, expecting the feature event, but never know when you put 10 cars out there together in the heat. You put 22 out there in the feature event. You never know what's going to happen. No tires are not an issue with these cars, but fuel is definitely going to be the name of the game. We saw a lot of the leaders on pit road. Our 4th yellow flag, the 18 after he spun out, stopped on the track. It's enough to induce a yellow flag. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the 4th time tonight. 8 laps complete on the Full Velocity Racing Network. All right, the lights are out around the speedway. Looks like some more takers came onto the pit lane. Fourth yellow flag of the event. Lakeland, Florida is USA International Speedway on your home, or your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. We are live tonight. Facebook Live, YouTube and Twitch TV, the MD Designs 305 Sprint Car Series presented by Mass Mafia Motorsports. Let's go back to green again. Let's see if we get a green flag run in this one. They've been struggling out of the gate. Let's see who it's going to be this time. Mike Henry going to lead Blake Tepinnick off the exit of turn number 2. I'll put Tommy Carberry back to the 3rd spot in the number 23. Tommy had come down pit road, the most previous yellow flag. A couple of these guys did, so we'll see how this is going to play out. Fuel was definitely going to be an issue. No, we were going to talk about a competition yellow around halfway, but we'll see how this race kind of plays out and see how they're feeling about it, because they've been bumpy so far. 4 yellows into the first 10 laps. So we are green as this moment. We are in the back straightaway. Mike Henry leading Blake Tepinnick, Tommy Carberry, Ben Gilcrease, J.J. Haynes going to be our top 5 as we exit turn number 4. Colin Penn riding in the 6th spot in the number 52. Rebound for him after a broken car early. The 75 of Wally Beatty, Matt Dale, Landon Hathaway, Neil Allison. Those guys all running up to the front. They pitted their way out of the lead in this most previous yellow flag, so we'll see if they can't continue. Climb on back forward. I've been watching Colin Penn, the 52. He's been rim riding around. Let's go Sheffield Graphics on board. Great idea. We are on board already. Jackson beat me to it. Who'd you go on board with? What car are we in? We are in Colin Penn, the 52 is down the back chute into turn number 3 here. You see not a lot of banking to catch these race cars. They're just like speeding bullets off turn number 4. Mike Henry continuing to lead the way, and he has grown his lead 0.6 of a second over Tommy Carberry, Blake Tepinnick, J.J. Haynes, Ben Gilcrease, our top 5, and waiting for the 52 of Colin Penn to run down the back of that 31 car. Matt Dale's behind him, Wally Beatty. Those cars are all really good in heat races, so I am really expecting them to go up there and contend for maybe a spot in the top 5 or potentially a win. There's still a lot of laps remaining here. 14 going to be complete this time around. The race leader is the number 15. Mike Henry will lead the way out of turn number 4. Let's see if the 23 car, Carberry, can't carve into that lead anymore. 20:60 last time by the lap time for the 23, and 20:60 equal lap times for both, within a thousandths of a second of each other. A 6:05 to a 6:04. That's how close them 2 cars are running out front. Henry leading Carberry off the exit of the 4th quarter. You look back to 3rd, we find Tepinnick there. He has about, call it 6 or 7 car lengths over J.J. Haynes. Ben Gilcrease, he doesn't have a whole lot of breathing room there, because Colin Penn in the 52 is all breathing down his neck, with Matt Dale, Neil Allison, Wally Beatty, Landon Hathaway completing our top 10 car riding in the 10th spot as we log some laps. Kind of feels like more like the heat races now. The cars get comfortable, they start getting after it. We'll see who the best car, who the best driver is here tonight. Definitely see who's got the handle of these 305s on the pavement. We'll see these cars come out here and do a little something different. We're going to see the next 9 weeks of this series. We'll have an all 10 race point paying. We're live here every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time is where you can find us. Can anybody run down Mike Henry, the number 15. Tommy Carberry's trying, but Tommy's losing touch with the race leader. 0.7 of a second growing. Last time by, almost 7.5 tenths there for 15 over 23. Tepinnick, the 21 car riding in position number 3. And look back there and you find Blake 1.24 seconds off the race lead. J.J. Haynes. Gilcrease, I keep waiting for Colin Penn to make a move on the 31. He just keeps riding in line. I just keep waiting for the 31 car to move down. I guess it is early. Maybe I'm, you know what? I hang out with Sam Perry too much. He's not, he likes to go early. He doesn't like to be patient, so it's wearing off on me. That's true. That's wise. And you know what? I'm learning from Sam too, because my car's been on the wall a lot lately. I mean, actually, mine have been blown up. Sam's from Building Mac Motors, for all I know. Our buddy Sam Perry from BladeNote.com. Though he's out there watching us, Blade Note Motorsports. We're going to see them coming up here Sunday afternoon, the BladeNote.com 200. Saturday afternoon. Saturday or Sunday? It's a second. That's Saturday, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't know what day of the week is anymore. Just all this locked in quarantine stuff, the days, never know what they are anymore. They're all kind of a whole lot of the same, but seeing a good race right now going on the speedway with Mike Henry now a second advantage over Tommy Carberry, J.J. Haynes, Ben Gilcrease, Colin Penn now into the top 5. Who dropped out of our top 5 there? Who had an issue? Blake DePinnick, a 21 car, come down to pit road. So happens when you stay out there and risk it early on. You got to risk it for the biscuit. Well, Blake came to pit road. Looks like that car may be done for the evening. I think it's 21 exiting stage left. So Blake DePinnick in the top 5 will not see the end of this one, as now all chasing the race leader Mike Henry. Now's got Carberry, Haynes, Gilchrist, Matt Dale into the top 5. The number 107. Penn of the 52. Did he have an issue? He's down on pit road. 107 car of Matt Dale is coming to life. 2052 last time by. He is just rolling around this joint right now, even faster. 2048. Matt Dale is starting to creep into the picture here tonight. He won at Thompson a few weeks ago. That 107 is money. After being in the administration chair last week, they put him in his office in the race car this week, and Matt doing one hell of a job from MD Designs. 107 car riding in the 5th spot as we exit to number 4. We got 26 laps going to be complete next time by Henry and Carberry. They've got 2 seconds over J.J. Haynes. 15 car of Henry is coming on the pit lane, so and we said fuel was going to be an issue here tonight, and these cars having a hit out of the lead. And a new race leader is going to be Tommy Carberry's number 23 car. So I know Tommy came to pit road early. Let's see how long this fuel can stretch for his car. Now we're going to put 27 laps complete. He'll flash by the inches to pit lane. Carberry going to be scored the race leader this time. Out of turn number 4, J.J. Haynes. Now Matt Dale up to third on the 107. Neil Allison, Wally Beatty scored a top 5, but we've got more cars on the pit lane. 36 car of Haynes come in. Landon Hathaway is in the number 10. Ben Gilchrist, a 31 car, all in the pit lane. So usually don't think of 305 sprint cars and pit stops, but they will be the way of the land here tonight. And they're going to have to be careful, because they're going to have to go down pit road. They're going to have to make no mistakes. Don't want to speed. I think they're only taking fuel. Don't believe they're allowed to take tires here tonight. Only gas only. They will send these cars back on their way. So we're seeing this field is kind of bouncing around. I see a lot of cars coming on the pit lane. Brandon Igo was in. See him. I believe Adam Dion's 28 car may have been down to the pit lane already. The race leader is Tommy Carberry now over Matt Dale in the 107. Neil Allison running in third. 20 car coming up pit road there. 20 car. William Crawford going to pit his way out of the 11th spot is Tommy Carberry, 23 car. Carberry coming on the pit lane. So Tommy going to pit himself out of the lead, and now just watch around with what's going to happen with Matt Dale and Neil Allison up front as we approach halfway. 32 laps going to be complete. 65 laps of distance here tonight. Let's exit turn number 2 down the back chute. And I just keep watching to see as I'm watching from the spotter stand, watching each car isolated going around, trying to keep tabs on what may be going on down on pit road. Top 2 will flash by Dale and Allison. Brandon Tizzy, the number 60 car. Brandon now up to third. Wally Beatty, Ryan Locke going to be the top 5 as I believe another car down to the pit lane that last time. I believe the 42 car of Reggie Bailick coming down the pit lane. So it's starting to lose a lot of cars off the lead lap of this one as they all start diving to the pit lane. And kind of broken it up so far. Dale leading Allison and Tizzy. That is our top 3. Wally Beatty up to 4th. And Locke doing a good job with the car. Number 38 sitting in the 5th spot. Anthony Marvuglio, haven't talked about the bug. Does the heat races. 238 car doing a really nice job running in 6th. Corey Cleary 7th. Matt Seymour 8th. William Crawford 9th. Adam Dion going to be currently scored the top 10. But a lot of things may happen over the course of the evening as we race for the 6th spot down the chute. Corey Cleary under fire as that Matt Seymour in the 03. That was down to the low side as I lost another car into the pit lane. I believe that was Zach Beatty's number 75. Did he come down pit road? Yes, he did. He certainly did. I'm thinking these guys up front still probably have to pit. And that is Matt Dale and Neil Allison will continue to follow those two around as they're down in turn number 1 and 2. Lap cars all over the place now, so these are getting really hard to pick out who is on the lead lap, who is not. The advantage up front, 0.6 of a second last time by from Matt Allison back there second, 2.3 back to Brandon Tizzy in the 60 car. And the 107 is on the pit lane. Matt Dale will pit himself out of the lead. Let's see what the MD Designs car will do is he'll go to pit road. He'll stuff it full of fuel. Is running down off the lap. Should click by halfway. And next time by, the race leader Neil Allison. He's going to make his way to the pit lane, number 95. He'll peel off the banking. That's going to hand the lead to Brandon Tizzy in the number 60. Brandon now going to put 38 laps complete, so we're starting to click him away. We're seeing cars starting to fall by the wayside as far as fuel is concerned, and every time I pick up a lead car, 60 car down on the flat, Brandon Tizzy's going to head down to the pit lane. 38, Ryan Locke going to join him, and Bug Anthony Marvuglio all coming on pit road, so this is going to mess the scoring up a whole bunch. Who is going to be the first car out there running it? Maybe the 95 of Neil Allison. We clock on back around. I think he maybe scored the race leader over Corey Cleary. Oh, I was wrong. It's going to be Adam Dion, the number 28 car. Adam going to be scored the race leader. He's running the low side down the back chute. Looks like Adam Dion is going to make his way to the pit lane. So see, I thought I may have been correct there. We'll see as the scoring and timing continues to shuffle. Brandon Tizzy was scored. Is it going to be Matt Dale in the lead? Yeah, it's a good guess. We did him or Neil Allison. It is going to be Matt Dale into the lead as Adam Dion was still scored the leader last time by, but Matt now has 40 laps complete. Matt Dale will go to the board. Neil Allison is right behind him, the 95 car. They came out right together. They're within a shooting distance of each other. Mike Henry. Mike Henry is there as well. Tommy Carberry's not too far behind the number 23 car. We got top four right together. Brandon Tizzy, he's running fifth, 2.3 seconds back. Ben Gilcrease, Colin Penn, Ryan Locke, Landon Hathaway. That's the way they were scored last time by in the top 10. That's still maybe still subject to change as more cars have come down to the pit lane there for the halfway mark. We got one car down low. We are 3 wide for the lead, 3 wide over at 1 and 2. That was going to get frantic. It looks like Mike Henry in the 15 car going to shoot ahead to the race lead. So give it to, no, that's for second. Never mind. It was a lap car. Second and third. Neil Allison was in there. Who's a black car in the middle? Somebody fall right off the leading lap. That may have been Crawford's number. That Matt Seymour was 0-3. He was right in the middle of a 3 wide battle there. That was for second. Matt Dale leads. Matt Dale's out there by a second and a half, so he got a big gap. It was Mike Henry, Tommy Carberry, Neil Allison that got stuck to split the lap car. Oh, it was Brandon Igo. That was one of the lap cars there. Black 145. Him and Matt Seymour were right together out there, but it got hairy. I looked up, I saw 3 wide at turn number 1, and I didn't think that was going to work for too terribly long, but one car was around a little while ago. They kept it going. We stay green. Going to put 45 laps complete this time off turn number 4. 20 laps going to remain tonight. Matt Dale leads 1.0 seconds. It was 1.4. Mike Henry chopping into that lead down on even second. Carberry back in third, 1.8 seconds back. Neil Allison, Ben Gilcrease in the 31. Put Ben now up into the top 5. He's around Brandon Tizzy. Brandon back there with 60, running in 6. Colin Penn, Ryan Locke, Landon Hathaway, J.J. Haynes up to the top 10. You got the Bug, Anthony Marvuglio, Wally Beatty, Reggie Billick. William Crawford going to be the final car on the lead lap with car number 20. Brandon Igo, he is running 15th. He is 1 lap down, as is Matthew Seymour, Corey Cleary, Casey J. Adam Dion running in our top 20s. We're racing for second. Henry and Carberry are getting racy. Let's take a peek over as they headed down the back chute. 3/4 mile. Hearing the instructions coming down from the lap cars to surrender on to the low side. Let these leaders flash on by as we come off to number 4. 15 car will hold on for the time being. Over Tommy Carberry, Neil Allison riding their signal file. He runs 4th. Ben Gilcrease in the top 5. So They really run down some laps. This one, he slowed by 4 yellow flags early. We've been clean ever since. 49 laps complete this time off of car number 4. There's no sweat up front right now for the MD Designs. 107, Matt Dale will lead the field out of turn number 2. Henry Carberry, Allison Gilcrease, they continue to run in the top 5. Brandon Tizzy now back there 2.4 seconds behind the pace of the race leaders. They're all those now back there for position. Tizzy, Ed, and Locke, Hathaway, Haynes. 2 seconds back to Marvulio, and 2 seconds to him. Beatty's back there, Bailick's back there. Those cars all just fighting to stay in the lead lap. Matt Dale was put down all the way up to position number 14, and that may evaporate here soon because Mr. Crawford, number 20, I think he may be next on the hit list to enter a position to the race leader as Matt Dale continues to open it up. 2 seconds just about last time by. 1.9 as I believe they're racing for 2. They are over in turn number 3 now is 15 of Henry, 23 of Carberry. Have a really good race, so I got stuck in the pace car again, trying to get back to where they are. There they are, going in a 1 and 2. Sorry, pace. It doesn't say P truck. It says P car, pace car. It doesn't say pace truck. It should. You're right. It's a truck. I ended up on the roof of it. That's not the best way to call a race. Being still in the pace truck, looking at the windshield. Didn't smell food in there though, so I think I'm gonna go down there and check in after the race and see what's going on down with the pace truck, folks. But we've got one. Oh my goodness, I caught that. Carberry, he was all teensy beatsy out of shape and somehow held on to the race car. He'll hold on for 3rd, but that may be a little bit short-lived at the moment because that car got out from underneath him, and here comes now Gilcrease, the 31. He is there running in the 4th spot. Brandon Tizzy, Colin Penn, Neil Allison's 95 car. Neil had a moment as well. That car got wicked loose. He was up there running in 3rd. Now we're having a good race up here from 2nd on back. Matt Dale has just taken off and scooted away. Last time by 1.7 seconds over Mike Henry, who's trying to stay clear. But it's a good race behind, but Carberry beginning to reel him back in down to a car length over in turn number 3. Tommy going to put that white 23 car in the outside lane. Let's see if he'll let it ride. He'll let it eat, or he may lose a spot because Gilcrease, the 31, he has found real estate to the low side. Let's race for 3rd. Over off the exit of turn number 2. Gilcrease versus Carberry. They will stay wheel to wheel. Nobody giving an inch. That rainbow colored 31 car to the inside. 23 of Carberry up high and give the spot to 31. Now it's going to be the 60 of Tizzy. 3 wide. Oh, my goodness. Carberry got shot at the racetrack. He got shifted out of line. That's going to let Allison, the 95, go by. Tizzy in the 60. Let's race for 2 now over in 3 and 4. As a 31 is headed to the pit lane. All right. He did pit really early. This may be something to do with fuel. For the driver, the 31 of Bell Gilcrease, as he came to the pit lane. And what broke up, it was a terrific race going on up here for 2nd. Now Mike Henry's to the low side in 3 and 4. He will surrender the 2nd spot on the pit road with under 10 laps remaining. These guys who pitted a little bit early, they may be laying in their bed now. And it may be a little bit too late because Matt Dale is leading away off the exit of turn number 3 and 4. The starter going to put 5 fingers up in the air. He will flash them down. 5 trips remaining. The 3/4 mile USA International Speedway. The driver, the 107, Matt Dale. He will lead the way. Neil Allison. Now Brandon Tizzy up to the 3rd spot. Brandon's had a good run in the 60 car all evening long. Let's see if him and Neil begin to race for 2nd over to 3 and 4. As I almost wonder how close are some of these other drivers coming on fuel. We may have some developing situations and drama here late in Lakeland, Florida here tonight. So you do not want to check out because things are beginning to pick up and get a little tad bit interesting. For sure. I agree with Eddie Alexander out there. You're not first, you're last. I live by that line for sure. And that right now, that's what Matt Dale's doing in the 107. He will lead the way. Did it again, Jack. Imagine that. I'm obsessed with the truck. Keep clicking ahead of the truck. We found the leaders again. They're in turn number 3 and 4. Matt Dale will lead And he is going to get the white flag this turn. Two to go next time. Two to go. Two to go this time by for the driver of the 107. I had to find the mouse, swatted the glass off my head. I'm a mess, I tell you what. Dale, Allison, Dizzy. Now Ryan Lock up the fourth. Wally Beatty up to the top five. Can Wally score a top five? Or can the bug Anthony Marvuglio get a top five finish? We're going to find out one more trip around. White silk in the air one more time for Matt Dale. Trying to pick up his second victory in a little less than a month over here on the network. The 107 is down the back chute into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Looks like he's going to have enough fuel. He will put the throttle pedal back in. Checkered flag in the air. Matt Dale going to win opening night in USA over Neil Allison. Brandon Tizzy will finish third over Ryan Lock. Wally Beatty will score top five. Anthony Marvuglio for sixth. Reggie Balick seventh. William Crawford eighth. Ben Gilcrease ninth. Tommy Carberry scored a top 10 run. He was one lap down with Matthew Seymour, J.J. Haynes, Landon Hathaway, Corey Cleary going to finish up. Looks like 14th. Casey J 15th. All jumbled up here. Looks like 16th going to be Ben Gilcrease, Colin Penn, Adam Dion, Jeffrey Battle, Brandon Igo, Blake DePinnick, Austin Nye. Going to run out 22 cars here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Lakeland, Florida's USA International Speedway post-race show presented by BladeNode.com. Coming up next, we'll talk to these drivers live on your source for esports racing. All right, we are back here live on the post-race show, the Full Velocity Racing Network, presented by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Web hosting, VPS servers, dedicated servers, they have it all. Check them out today over at BladeNode.com. Great folks. Flat and Sam will take good care of you. We head into the post-race. Tonight's race winner for the MD Designs 305 series will be Matt Dale with the number 107. Second will go to Neil Allison, and a third-place finish for the driver of car number 60. That'll be Brandon Tizzy finishing up third here tonight. Brandon Turret, congratulations, man. Terrific run. Car was strong all night long and had enough fuel at the end. A podium finish tonight, buddy. Tell us about your car.
Yeah, it was a lot better than it was last week. We played the pit strategy a little bit better. It's tough. It's tough. It's not too often you got to make a handful of pit stops to make it to the end.
Something I think midget racers alike and sprint car racers, for that matter, not really accustomed to making pit stops out there. So you guys did one heck of a job out there. Was tough sledding early on, but I'll tell you what, once you guys got settled in, it was a really terrific race. You guys happy the way it played out? I mean, it played right in your hands. You pitted late. You got to go out there with some extra fuel. You get a top 3 run, but overall, hey, you guys feel you're going to have to run like that? Can you regroup next time and have a better car next time we come back to this particular racetrack?
Yeah, I think USA is one of our better tracks in general. But yeah, overall, it's kind of a chess match because you can have a handful of cautions at the beginning, and then like today, the last 20 or so laps will run flat, straight out, and it could go the other way. So you kind of got to have the odds in your favor. But overall, it's fun. Hats off to Matt and Neil. They ran a good race. Matt played it perfect. And yeah, overall, these guys in the series, they're a bunch of good drivers, and it's fun.
Great, dudes. We're going to have a really good time covering this series the next 9 races after tonight. Good job tonight, Brandon Tizzy. Let me give you the mic here one more time. We're live on Full Velocity tonight. We are live on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch TV. So anybody out there watching, you want to give a shout out to there, buddy. The floor is all yours. Take it away.
Yeah, I just gotta thank everybody at MD305 for the series. It's an awesome series. Gotta thank Colin and Anthony and those guys for putting up the practice races. And you guys for broadcasting.
We appreciate that, and keep an eye on this driver all season long. Car number 60, Brandon Tizzy, a third place run here tonight for him. We'll take a walk down here to the tail end of pit road. He just got in, got unstrapped out of the race car. He jumps out. The driver of car number 95, Neil Allison. Neil, a second place run here tonight. Now, I think back to last week, you had a rocket out there tonight, but we were